It's news time. Information is power. The current. Today's headline. Open talks with Ipob. Ñwodo tells federal government. Reps threaten bank. Shehu Sani kidnap. Open talks with Ipob. Ñwodo tells federal government. A former President General of the Cãüsê Indigo, Chief John Ñwodo, has urged the federal government to initiate talks with the indigenous people of Biafra. Ñwodo, who was the guest speaker at the 14th edition of the annual Attorney Cardinal Okogie Foundation held in Lagos on Thursday, said that the declaration of Ipob as a terrorist organization by the federal government was unfair. He said the only hope for Nigeria was the call for restructuring pioneered by the Southern and Middle Belt Forum leadership. The former President General of the Cãüsê Indigo said there was a need for the President Major General Buhari, retired, to constitute a nationwide conversation of all ethnic nationalities to look into the 2014 National Conference report. Reps threaten bank with takeover over debt, managing director's arrest. The House of Representatives on Thursday threatened that it will ask the Central Bank of Nigeria to take over the ownership of Heritage Bank of Nigeria for owing the federal government more money than its entire share capital. The threat was made by its ad hoc committee on assessment and status of all recovered loot, movable and immovable assets from 2002 to 2020 by agencies of the federal government for effective, efficient management and utilization. The committee also threatened to issue an arrest warrant on the managing director of Polaris Bank for failing to appear before it to explain why the bank had not remitted over 32 million owed to the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation. The chairman of the committee, Adejoro Adeogun, issued the threat at an investigative hearing in Abuja. Ganduje felicitates with Kwankwaso on 65th birthday. Kano State Governor Abdullahi Ganduje has congratulated his predecessor, Senator Rabiu Kwankwaso, on his 65th birthday. Ganduje, in a paid advertorial on Thursday, eulogized Senator Kwankwaso on developmental pedestal, and Kwankwansiya leader placed the state. Kwankwaso, the former governor of the Kano State and ex-defense minister, was born on October 21st, 1956. Governor Ganduje, in the message, said all gratitude to Almighty Allah for sparing our lives in good health to witness this auspicious anniversary on your birthday. Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde has claimed that the Vice President Atiku Abubakar and Governor of Sokoto Aminu Tambuwa has indicated interest in contesting in 2023 presidential election. There have been speculations in the past weeks over the next candidate for the next general elections, especially with the issues raised around zoning. Makinde, speaking during an interview on Channels Television on Thursday, boasted that the People's Democratic Party has eminently qualified personalities that can lead Nigeria. The bandits were targeting the trains in order to dispose of passengers of their cash and other valuable possessions. He also said the attackers opened fire on the train driver. The spokesman for the Nigerian Railway in Abuja did not immediately return a request seeking comments on Thursday morning. Bandits have repeatedly targeted the railway between the nation's capital and the key northern states, which has become the preferred route for passengers seeking to avoid the perilous 3-hour journey by road. The deadly gang have raided military bases and shot down at least one reconnaissance jet of the Nigerian Air Force last week. The Wall Street Journal reported that military paid a ransom to the bandits to prevent President Muhammadu Buhari's plane from being shot down. The president has repeatedly vowed to be ruthless against the attackers, largely responsible for widespread abduction and plunder of communities across Nigeria's northwestern region. But security agencies are warning that the gang are becoming more armed with sophisticated combat equipment that would make it more difficult to defeat them. At least 10 armed bandits were on Monday killed by security forces in some flashpoints in Kaduna, and the state government has said the security forces encountered the heavily armed bandits in Kwanan Bantaru of the outskirts of Atika in the Giwa local government area of the state and engaged them in a firefight. The State's Commissioner for Internal Security and Home Affairs, Samuel Aruwan, disclosed this in a statement on Monday. Aruwan said that the security agents also rescued a hostage identified as Abubakar Usman during the operation. In the course of the gun duel, 10 of the bandits were eliminated, while several others escaped with gunshot injuries. He said, Alhaji Abubakar Usman rescued by security agents. Aruwan said the rescued hostage, Mr. Usman, had been kidnapped in a neighboring state and was being held by bandits in the area. He said he was being briefed after his rescue. The bandits, who managed to escape, left behind motorcycles, one revolver, mobile phones, torchlights, and some charms. One of the sheds used by the bandits to hold hostages was burnt, the statement said. Aruwan also said that Governor Nasir El-Rufai commended the security forces for taking out the notorious bandits, adding that the governor wishes the troop and personnel more success in the ongoing operations across the state. At the trial of Ipob leader Mazen Abdekanu, Sahara Reporters publisher Omoyele Sowore has been reportedly attacked by suspected hoodlums at the Federal High Court in Abuja on Thursday. According to the Nations, Sowore was denied access into the court by the security operatives, but as he was still talking to the security men, some boys numbered about 20, it was observed, arrived. Their presence was noticeable in the confusion because they looked unkempt. It seemed clear that the people were there for trouble, but to surprise of everyone, the security agents kept quiet. Immediately, the suspected hoodlums descended on Sowore, slapping and punching him. To the surprise of everyone, the security agents just looked on, but intervened after shouting from those present by holding Sowore back. However, the hoodlums, after attacking Sowore, left without being apprehended by the security agents. This led to another outrage as people around demanded that they must be arrested. The members of the public then chased the hoodlums to apprehend them as the security operatives looked on. When the situation got rowdy, the security operatives intervened and held a couple of them.